So, today we're going to work a little bit more on poetry, and we're going to do another poem where you use kind of a template to write your poem. And our lesson is going to be based on a poem by George Ella Lyon, and she is a Kentuckian. So, that's another fun reason to choose this poem. And I'm going to read to you the example or the poem that she's written, and it is called Where I'm From by George Ella Lyon. I am from clothespins, from Clorox and carbon tetrachloride. I am from the dirt under the back porch, black, glistening. It tasted like beets. I am from the forsythia bush, the Dutch elm, whose long gone limbs I remember as if they were my own. I'm from fudge and eyeglasses, from Imogene and Alifair. I'm from the know-it-alls and the pass-it-ons, from perk up and pipe down. I'm from He restoreth my soul, with a cotton ball lamb and 10 verses I can say myself. I'm from Artemis and Billy's branch, fried corn and strong coffee. From the finger my grandfather lost to the auger, the eye my father shut to keep his eyesight. Under my bed was a dress box, spilling old pictures, a sift of lost faces, to drift beneath my dreams. I am from those moments, snapped before I budded, leaf fall from the family tree. And this poem, she's reflecting about some of the concrete things in her life. And she uses a lot of sensory words like Clorox. I don't know if you know this, but it's bleach. It's a brand name of bleach. So if you think about it like bleach, you can imagine the smell of that. And she describes what the dirt was like, how it looked, even how it tasted, some different trees that she remembers, um, and then some things like fudge and eyeglasses. Those are things that you can picture from Imogene and Alifair. I would assume that those are probably her parents' names, maybe even grandparents' names. She talks about phrases that she probably heard growing up, I'm assuming, like perk up and pipe down, and a favorite Bible verse, and a little craft that she probably did with that cotton ball um, lamb, probably did that for a Bible project. Artemis and Billy's Branch, well, those could be places. I'm not for sure. In Kentucky, those sound like Billy's Branch sounds like a place name. And again, some more sensory words with fried corn and strong coffee. Here's a good image. If you can picture an old man's finger that has been partially taken off due to some accident, and her father probably wore an eye patch. And then she talks about pictures that are stored in a box. So it just has a lot of sensory words. With poetry, poetry is often kind of written so that we can see these images in our mind. So I want you to reflect about your life. I'm going to share a poem that I did. This is the template that you're going to use. So your poem's not going to be as detailed and also not as free flow as this one. Um, but this is still a good example to use with this. So this is the one that I wrote, I Am. And that will be the name of your poem, I Am. Terry, daughter of Irene and Elmer, who needs my family most of all, who loves chocolate and my sweet dog Jax, who sees blue skies and green fields out my window, who hates creepy million-legged centipedes that crunch when you squish them, who loves to take evening walks, who dreams of a weed-free garden, who believes that the best thing about children is that they are joyful, who lives in the most beautiful place in the world, Kentucky. Rogan. So this is the template that you're going to use, and I've got that down here, and I'm going to provide it for you with your packet as well. So you notice that this is the title, I Am, and that I begin with my first name and my last name. And these are my parents' names, Irene and Elmer. Actually, they went by Sue and Bob. My dad's real name is Elmer Robert, so he always went by Robert or Bob. My mother's name is really Irene Marie, but for some reason her dad always called her Susie, so she grew up by the name Sue. But I actually thought Irene and Marie were more interesting, or excuse me, Irene and Elmer were more interesting names than Bob and Sue. So that's why I chose those. So I did try to use sensory words like chocolate, that's a specific taste, blue skies, green fields, creepy million legged, crunch. So I did try to use some sensory words in there, and I'd like you to use some sensory words as well. So you're going to use this template, and you're just going to start by filling it in. Your first name, you're the son of, names that go there, and then fill in these things and end with your last name. And when you're finally finished, type your original poem and share it with me through Google Docs. You can insert your photo there. I actually have photos of you at school that I can put on there. So if you don't have a photo that you can insert on your computer, that's no problem. I'll take care of that step at school after I print it. So I hope you have fun with this, and I look forward to seeing your poem.